Good evening. Welcome all to this session. Yeah, I think most of you already read Amit's brief profile, which I had shared with you. So today's session will be on digital tools to run your business during lockdown. For those who have joined in late, Amit is an alumni of Harvard Business School. He does a lot of things actually. He's a serial entrepreneur, keynote speaker, author, business coach. He has written 2 books on internet age marketing, social media marketing. He's also founder director of Model Cam Technologies, which is a company into CAD services with focus on IoT and AR. Of course, he's also very much active in Rotary and very much in demand as a keynote speaker. So his main domains are marketing, technology, and motivation. He has also been associated with MCCIA for a very long time. I think more than 20 years, Amit.
Yes, almost.
Yeah. So he's a very popular speaker at MCCIA on various platforms. So Amit, I would like to hand over the session to you.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Yes. Thank you, Prashant, for that introduction. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yeah.
Wonderful. So welcome all. It's a very unique kind of a session. Generally, when we do live sessions, it's more interactive. But I believe that in the chat room, you would put on your questions, or if you have any doubts, you can just put across a text and we'll try to respond to it. What we are here today for is a very interesting thing as to what would be the digital tools to work out. And that too on a day which is 9th of April. Way back in 1860, on the same very day, Edward Leon Scott made the first known audio recording of a human being, which lasted for 20 seconds. And from 1860 to today, 2020, the technology has been so vastly improved that today we are doing, I believe, more than 320 plus is what I understand, people who have registered and online right now, a video conferencing on a tool which is called as Zoom, which has about 200 million users per day now, which in the month of December 2019 was 50 million. So that's the advent of technology, and we are into a very lucky generation which has seen this transformation happening. This is a screenshot of a movie, Devdas. This was way back in 1936, written on a novel. This movie was made. Sharat Chandra Chattopadhyay was the novelist. This movie had a concept about the character called as Devdas. This is a Devdas where we have Dilip Kumar Saab and wonderful actresses again. This is 1956 somewhere. The same novel, but second version of Devdas. And this is a third Devdas. This is 2002, where we have Shah Rukh and another 2 beautiful actresses in the same movie. Now, the novel Devdas is the same, the story is the same. But what you can see in these 3 movies is the presentation has been changed with respect to the date and time of that audience. For example, in the 2002 Devdas, we had Shah Rukh and these 2 actresses actually dancing together, which is not in the script of the novel. If your business, if the way you're communicating is still the same that you used to do 10 years or 20 years back, you need to really rethink, because today's audience, which is your customer, is very, very different. Prashant, Pally, can you take the chat messages while I present? If there's anything, you can always stop.
Yeah, definitely.
Prashant?
Yeah,
thanks.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks for that. So just check if everyone is able to hear, I believe. So that might be the queries.
Yeah.
So what we are coming to is how you are able to do it. Let's say today we are sitting at home, all of us, because of the coronavirus. Tomorrow, maybe a few months down the line, maybe a different situation might arise and we still have to sit. But today's businesses have to equip themselves with technology where you can work from anywhere. not necessarily your office. And hence, I have this as an example for you before we get into the webinar, just to make it my point very clear. This is a typical desk from the 1990s or the 1995 people who have worked on this Mac computer at that time. If you can see, this is the same desk which was in use. Unless you are a government officer, your desk would look something like this today. So this is how things have changed. And then you see a small equipment there on the right side of this MacBook, which is a mobile. Now and from here onwards, everything would be on that, and every activity of business is done on that, or will be done on that. So this has been the way communication has been happening throughout for the last almost about 50 years. Radio, television, yellow pages, business expos, and all this. And this is the change that has happened in the communication. So if you see, if you see the tools and techniques, everything has shifted to online, that is digital. Today we are using, or we are probably consuming more of Netflix and Amazon Prime than a television. In fact, today everyone from a house has its own screen, which is customized for him. Things have changed really fast, but how does it affect business, and how can we use it for business? So as we go ahead into the work mode, well, work from home, typically what we say now, or we go ahead with respects to working mobile, wherever we are, we want to start working. One typical, some humor which I want to start with is this, that if I don't work at work, how can I work from home? An average research shows that typically people work productively almost for 3 hours every day of the 8 hours that they really work. I believe if we can apply the same philosophy for work from home, a 3 hours productive work can still be very effective. Today, the tools that I am going to show you, the techniques that we are going to look, are all related to these tools. At the end of this webinar, you would be saving somewhere around about 1 lakh to 3 lakh rupees. And I'll tell you how. So that's the value add of this workshop, to show you the tools which you can use, how to use it in a very short way, and how to save money on paid tools, which you can get free now because of the COVID-19 phenomena, which is there. This is the agenda in brief. We are going to look at the collaboration with teams, the tools for that. We are going to look at the digital tools for business. These are the paid ones, and I'm going to tell you how to use them free. While I do that, I'm going to share some links on the chat, which you can copy. These are links to the actual subscription, free subscription sites. And then we have a personal development segment, which is in short I'll cover. This might not go in sequential way, but it might go in parallel way. So here's to start with. First and foremost, if you're working from home, whether you have 1 person, 2 person in your company, or you have 20 or 200 or 2000, these are the key tools that you need to have to connect with your employees and teams. The number 1 tool that I would recommend is the Microsoft Teams. Now, there are thousands of tools. I have a list of 110 tools right now, but I'll be covering only those tools which are paid but are available free because of the coronavirus epidemic. So the first is Microsoft Teams. This is one of the very unique tool, because Microsoft Teams is offering an enterprise suite of productivity tools. So it includes Word, Excel. The best part is that it is free of cost. Microsoft is giving all this free of cost for the next 6 months to all organizations. Now, isn't that cool? In the chat option, I'm going to share a link as in how I speak to get this free options from their website. So you don't have to explore anything. We have researched everything and we are just giving it to you. Microsoft Teams is a unique tool where there is a collaboration happening between different teams. And the best part is that it is free to use till Jan 2021. So next is Google. Now, I hope you leverage Microsoft Teams, because Microsoft Teams also has a meeting, Prashant, of up to 250 participants. So in case if you're afraid of paying for Zoom, or in case you are don't having, the company doesn't have a budget, you can still use Microsoft Teams for an online meeting of 250 participants. You can use it for live events of up to 10,000 people. And the best is you can use recordings of this, which will be stored for about 10 GB of file space. Now, isn't that super cool? So this is the link over here, which I have shared in the chat, with which you can simply click on this link and do that. Yes, there is a time limit for this. It is till Jan 2021. So you can leverage that and get it. Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Kalpesh, for answering that for me. Awesome. This is so interactive. I love this. Okay, the next is Google. Okay, now Google has different tools. It's called as G Suite. Okay, now what it does is just not the Google Gmail, but the G Suite solution has a lot of live streaming option. The Google Hangouts is one of the key areas. The Google Meetup is a key tool. So this is the Google Hangout thing. With Google Hangout, the link which I have shared, you can get almost up to 250 participants per call. You can do a live streaming for 1 lakh people. A live streaming for 1 lakh people. You can record the meetings, which will go on Google Drive. And you can use the Google Suite Enterprise Edition all free of cost till 30th of September 2020. How cool is that? So I've shared the link in the chat window. Next is Skype, which you all know you have been using very effectively. The next one is Zoom, which is again, which we are using right now. But Zoom has now created an option for India where in a free way, in a free version, you can remove the 40-minute limit, which is there in a free version. And instead of 3 participants, you can now add up to 100 participants, all free of cost. Okay, so it is rolling out in different countries. In China, it is rolled out. In Brazil, it is rolled out. In India, they have announced it last week. So it will be rolling out soon with this option. I've given you the link where you can start interacting and you can start registering for that. If the link, you can see the link on the chat window. Okay, now the next one, I'm sharing the screen again because I want to share while I speak of one tool, I want to share immediately, so that you don't miss out on anything. So here you go. So I'm just sharing this right now, my screen. Great. The next one is Goto Meeting. Now, Goto Meeting, another good thing, if you're an education institute, I can see a few people here from Modern College. So if you're an education institute, if you're an NGO, if you're a municipality, if you're doing some research work for coronavirus, Goto Meeting is offering its premium subscription 3-month free licenses, absolutely free. Yes, the Zoom offer is for educational institutes as of now, and it's also for universities and research institutes. The Google option is for enterprises, business, and all those who are individual business owners and all that. Same is about the Microsoft Teams is also for the enterprise, small business owners, and large businesses. Okay. The next one is Cisco WebEx. Now, even Cisco WebEx is offering a free option for 100 participants where you can participate. We have got something called a Starleaf, which is another very good option for communication for conference calls for employees. And Prashant, do we have the poll here? Because I want to talk about the HR thing here right now.
Yeah, can you see the poll in the window on your screen?
Just hold on. Yeah, I can see the polling. Okay, great.
So it's still on actually. So the final results are not yet out, I guess.
So we can see few people from HR and admin, I believe so, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're a business owner and if you feel that this is not a good time to interview candidates and you might want to hold back, I would suggest don't do that, because this is the best time to interview candidate. But how will you do that? Because you can't physically call them to the office. So there is a tool called as Breezy, if you can see here on the bottom. Breezy.hr. It's a tool where you have complete interview processes mapped, and it's a tool where you can actually have video interviews per candidate. It's all channelized in a way where you can keep a track of it. It's one of the best tools. The best part of Breezy is it's free right now for the next 60 days to all businesses which are registering with it. The cost of Breezy is $143 per month, but right now they're giving it free of cost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the link for Breezy 2 over here. Okay, yeah, it's directly on breezy.hr. If you go to breezy.hr, you can directly find, yeah, here's a link. So for those people, business owners, this is a good time to take interviews. Candidates are available from home. You can just sign up with Breezy, use the 60 days. So that's almost $250 you're saving, and you can still keep track of it. Right, I hope you're getting the links as I speak, because we have all done a lot of research to get to the right links for you. Okay, so Prashant, are we doing good here? Should I continue?
Yeah, please do.
Awesome. Great. So let's go doing my screen sharing here. Awesome. So these are some of the tools which by default, right now it's free. So Microsoft Teams is #1 recommended by me. Most of the companies are using it. It's free till Jan 2021. Google is another free tool till September. Breezy, these are the 3 out of these I would recommend. You get the maximum out of that sitting out of your home. The second option is personal development. Most of you today are right now thinking of a lot of things. Okay, I want to learn this, I want to learn coding, I want to learn sales, marketing, business management, time management. You must have just thought. You go to YouTube and you try and search on YouTube and you get distracted, because we live in a world of attention economy where distraction is the revenue, because you'll get all distracted. Today, I'm going to tell you about a site which is costing you tons of dollars to learn, but it's giving free of cost for this particular month. So it's Plural site. So I'm just going to stop my screen share and go here and give you the link for Plural site. Simply go to this. There are 7,000 courses, all available online, free of cost for the month of April. Don't miss out this opportunity to learn, my dear friends, something new. This is the greatest time where you can really learn, invest in yourself. 2020 is the year where you can really do personal development like no other. Because if you are getting a salary, it's great. A job can take care of your expenses, but learning can take care of your fortune. So I highly recommend Plural site, which is absolutely free of cost for April. 7,000 courses. Okay. The next one, I presume most of you have sent me a LinkedIn request in the last few days. I do a bunch of LinkedIn masterclass too. Hey, that's nice to see a thank you when I share the link. It's always inspiring. I'm going to share a lot more. Thanks, Jitesh Matre. So what we are going to do is I'm going to share with you, the LinkedIn Learning is a costly affair. It's like $3,000 annually. If you sign up for LinkedIn Learning, it's got some free options also, but it's reserved. Now, if you are going to be learning, LinkedIn Learning for job seeker, if you're going to look for a job, a career market, this job seekers to navigate the strategy, I'm going to share you free LinkedIn Learning courses for you. So just click on this page and you will get relevant courses for you based on why I'm sharing over here with everyone. I'll share. Yeah, this is a link if you want to grow in your career, look at some career options. It's got courses. They are free of cost, available on this link. You don't have to pay anything. Okay. You can use this till the time for the next, I believe, a couple of months from now still. So don't miss out on this opportunities, friends. This is all a costly affair, but it's been available for you. Next, if you're looking to increase your productivity and where you're working remotely, like how to work from home, how to focus, something that you're doing right now, this is the link for that. This will have almost some 10 to 12 courses, again, available for LinkedIn users free of cost in the coronavirus period. So though there is a pandemic, there is an opportunity for you to learn given by all these big giants. I'm sure you must not be aware, and that's the reason we wanted to take this webinar to make it more effectively rather than talking bullet points and fonts and everything. We wanted to give you some real value which you can use. Thank you very much, Kushal. So next, if you're into managing your stress, work from home, the biggest challenge I asked some of my friends who are in US right now, we are in touch every day. I asked, what is your biggest challenge in work from home? And they said, one, kids. Your kids will not allow you to work from home. And they have this challenge every now. They are not short of technology, but they're short how to give time to kids when a husband and a wife are working together. There is a lot of things in that: stress management, how to avail the time, how to shift work in shifts for a company, and build some mindfulness practices for managing stress. Here is a link which I'm sharing right now, which is having courses absolutely free of cost from LinkedIn Learning, which is for mindfulness and stress management. Yes, thank you, TV Rao, for that message. Yes, this is thanks to MCCI for inviting me to do this. Let's see how it works ahead. Okay, next one. If you're an educator, if you're teaching online, if you want to start your own course, if you want to know how to record a video, if you want to know how to sell your videos online, there is a training courses. There are about 12 training courses available by LinkedIn, which again I'm sharing with you, again free of cost on this link. So if you search, you will not find. I'm giving you ready-made links. Simply save these links. If you watch this post, your webinar audio recording, you will still see the link, but you can't click it. So the best thing is to come online right now and use these links. You can save it on Notepad or somewhere. Next one. If you're into HR, if you're into talent acquisition, if you're into recruiting, then there are another set of about 8 or 15 courses which are always updated on the link which I'm sharing with you right now. Here you go. This is a link which is only for HR and recruiting purposes. So you can choose what your profession is and you can get across. Next one. If you're a small business owner and if you're a sales profession or a marketing professional and you know how difficult it is to sell today, because today the number one excuse that people can give you is business is down, we don't have money. So it's all objection handling. Now, how do you handle objections? How do you respond to current scenarios in markets? So there are some very eminent people in sales globally who have created some course content, and which is again available to you on the link which I'm sharing right now. So you'll find all the sales courses of LinkedIn Learning over here, absolutely free of cost. This is a link. So even when we take this LinkedIn masterclass at the Chamber of Commerce or other associations, I always see to it that we have something given free of cost, because paid everyone will do it. But free of cost is something which takes a lot of research. The last one, which I can share with you as far as learning goes, is if you're a small business owner, And if you have challenges in today's economy, how to manage economy, how to handle today's scenario, how to plan my employee assets, the salaries and everything, then yes, thanks Ramesh for your compliments. So then there is a course, there are about, again, set of a dozen courses which are created by best business leaders, which is right here for you right now. This is exclusively for business owners. And yes, Saumitra, thank you for your feedback. I hope you give the feedback parallelly at the end of the webinar. Prashant, do we have feedbacks post this webinar? Prashant?
Yeah, we do have the feedback form. I'll just
Great.
post the link on the chat window right now.
Okay, that's great. So anyways, so these are certain tools which I would recommend for you. I'm sharing my screen again so that you see these tools again. Okay, so here we go, and I'm sharing my screen here. Okay, so Pluralsight, LinkedIn Learning. I have given 6 different segments of LinkedIn Learning, almost 60 to 80 courses free of cost. It's going to consume your time. My dear friends, don't miss out on personal development. Now, if you see on the screen at the bottom, you will find sleep better, move more, eat smarter. This is all on your personal development, hygiene. Because the time is short, I won't probably tomorrow or by end of the day today, I'll share the links for each of the apps which are available free of cost for this. And for this, how to increase happiness, how to build resilience, use a desktop app for mental health support, optimize yourself with Ergo. So all these options which you can see on the screen, we have researched and found out the app. Best part, they are free. So you can leverage them, use them effectively to see that you are healthy and see that you're mentally fit, because work from home is a lot about distraction. It's not easy. It's the most challenging thing to do. You're alone most of the times. There's a lot of distraction. If you have kids, well, it's another epidemic. Anyways, I'll just stop the screen sharing so that I can share more links with you. The next one is communication tools for collaboration. So what are these and how to use them? I'm sure most of you out of here, I'll just see the poll here, and I can see electronics 14%, AFA management. Awesome, that's amazing. And most of you are having 2 to 5, 2 to 8 hours you're spending online. Great, let the poll continue. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen here for you again. So these are the communication tools for collaborations. Why I have given only these? There are tons of that, but I'm only giving these is because the number one thing you can see on the right side is Zoho. Okay, Zoho is probably most adaptable, lightweight tool which is used for tons of reasons, right? From project management to document management to everything. If you've not heard of Zoho, just go to zoho.com. You will find bunch of stuff there. But why I have mentioned it today is because Zoho has a very, very interesting tool right now, and which is called as Zoho Remotely. And guess what? It's free. It's free till 1st of July 2020. So you have 3 months for Zoho Remotely. I'm going to share you a link again for Zoho. So you can simply click on this link and start using remotely. It has got 11 apps. Yes, Zoho is a big ERP solution provider. It's one of that, but it's got other tons of functions. This is a link. You can use it. It's got 11 different apps in that. 2 of the apps which I recommend is Zoho WorkDrive, which is a document management tool, and Zoho Projects, which is a project link to the health apps. There are tons of it. I can't share each one. Probably do it later stage because this is focused on business majorly, but we'll do it in the next on email or something. Don't worry. Okay, because Yes, that's right, Srinivas. That Google today has informed the employees to uninstall Zoom because Zoom has privacy issues. They have blocked up where you can hack online meeting of Zoom, see the participants and start communicating with them, even though you are not invited to the room. And Zoom is officially given a statement, it's working on that. But right now, it's not 100% secure tool, because from 50 million, they have jumped to 200 million, and probably they're taken aback with their own infrastructure and technologies. So that's the reason, Srinivasan, Google has told to go to G Suite. Okay, so Zoho Work Drive and Zoho projects, friends, please use it. Even if you do, let's say, a project called as app development, most of the things in India we are missing out. I was a keynote speaker at Project Management Institute a couple of years back for their national convention. And these guys are doing some amazing work in project management. There are so many tools, but like as a small business owner, I may not be aligned to it because I have to pay. Now, this is a great opportunity to try. What does a project management tool do for you? How much cost it saves? How to track a project? And it's all beautifully done. So please use Zoho projects in Zoho remotely. Link I've shared with you. There is one more tool which you have seen here. I'll share that again. That's Gantt Pro. So I'll share my screen with you. Yeah, so that's Gantt Pro, Ganttpro, Gantt Pro. This is another beautiful project management tool. I'm going to share a link to access Gantt Pro, but it's currently available only for not NGOs and education institute at this stage, or people who are working on research for COVID virus. So, but still go through the link. It's available if you're an NGO, or if you're a part of an NGO, you can register and see. It's a wonderful, wonderful project management tool. It's a costly proposition, but right now it's free at least. So you can at least explore the tool. And then there is something which is my favorite tool, which is a more visual tool. That's Trello and Slack. So Trello is a visual collaboration tool. It's really nice. Currently, it's giving free so it's got $10 per month per user something, but currently it is giving a free usage of its premium packages, but only to universities, education institutes. And if you're an NGO, and it's giving it for 1 year absolutely free. That's savings of tens and thousands of dollars. Sorry?
We lost you for a moment there.
Yeah, is it okay now?
Yeah.
So Trello is a visual collaboration tool, and they have wonderful, wonderful tools for project management, employment, collaborative. It's like more on how we collaborate with project, calendar, and stuff like that. They are giving 1 year license free of cost right now. If you are a university or a education institute, or even for the chamber. So Prashant, you might just probably register here and you might get these licenses. And for an unlimited number of users. So that's, I said, tens and thousands of dollars of saving. I am sharing a link of Trello. And before that, I'll also talk about Slack. So Slack is something which even we use every day in our company. Slack is a chat app. It's a collaboration app. We don't email between employees. We simply share the documents or the text on chat. So wherever the employee is, there are some links to be shared. There is some proposals to be given. Opening an email, logging in an email is a pain. On Slack, we can just share it simply. It's free of cost by default for 15 users, but it's giving its premium version, which 250 and above. They've removed that cap also for a period of 3 months. If you're a media company, local media company, or if you're into scientific publication or any kind of publication, or if you're into research of any kind. So I'm going to share 2 links with you right now. Just hold on, I'll just stop this sharing. One is for Trello. So I'll just copy this link and I'll share it with you. Simply click on this link and you're ready to go there. And the second one is for, I think Zoho link I have already shared with you. And this was for, yeah, right, Zoho I already shared. Okay, so I think, I hope I've shared it with everyone. Oh, I think I've shared it with the last chapter. Just hold on. Yeah, here's the link for Trello. So this is effective. We'll just wind this up. Okay, now interestingly, I can see a lot of people in the poll that I'm looking right now who are from marketing background too, right? I hope most of you, how many of you are into the sales, using social media or posting on social media by any chance? Do we have social media people? Yes, great. So if you know, generally on social media, you have, you know, go to a Facebook thing or post on LinkedIn. Every time you have to go to a different channel altogether, right? And waste your time. Now here, I'm going to show you a social media management tool. What this tool does, so a lot of people are asking about Slack. So for Slack, it's directly, you can simply go directly on the website. It's as simple as that. There is no special link for that. That's why I've not shared. Okay, you can simply go to the website and it opens up. I'll share with you about application link where you can apply if you're an NGO or something. I'll share that with you. Okay, now you go to a social media management tool. I'm going to talk about a tool right now where on one single dashboard, you can create a post and you can post it on LinkedIn and Facebook, and you can schedule it. You don't have to go to these channels individually. A typical social media management tool like Hootsuite, okay, or HubSpot are costly affairs per month for a small business owner. Okay, he still has to invest a lot of money in that. But here's the best part. So Hootsuite is now giving its premium version absolutely free of cost for a 90-day period. Now, isn't that super cool? So I'm going to share with you the Hootsuite link right away, where you can simply go and connect. Great. So let's go to the next part for Hootsuite, which I told you. Next one, if you're a small business owner, I highly, highly recommend you to look at another option for collaboration. I'll share my screen. Sorry, I have to do this because I want to share the links also parallelly as I speak to you. Yeah, is Freshworks. Okay, Freshworks is having a few options. The company has two good options. One is called as Fresh Chat, which is customer messaging software. Another is called as a Fresh Caller, which is a cloud telephone. Today, you have got businesses where the telephones are in offices. So you don't have access to phone. So customer calling at times may not have your mobile number. He calls your landline. No one is there to pick up the phone. At times, you don't like customer calling you at post office hours, like 9 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night. So what do you do if the phone is ringing and it's not picking up? So the number one suggestion I have for you is start getting a cloud telephone from Freshworks. It's a paid version, but the best part, it's available free of cost for the next 6 months if you have 50 and below 50 number of employees. I'm going to give you the link for that. This is exclusively for Freshworks. You can have your own telephone number on the cloud. The best part is all the employees, if they have the Freshworks apps, can take up this number. Anyone can assign it to it. The call can be assigned to anyone at the same time. It's super cool. You don't have to have the access to every handset at the same time. That's the best part. Okay, you can segregate customer numbers and all those in that. Okay, so the next one on the card is something which I highly recommend to you if you're collaborating with teams. I'm just sharing my screen again with you. Right, is Vidyard. See, in most of the countries where I've traveled, including most of the countries, there is one big problem. And the problem is that when you communicate something, there is always a filtration of knowledge or information. So let us say I get an email about a suggestion about a project from a colleague of mine. Now I want to say something to him. I am writing something, but he is not able to understand that something. Now emojis is a good option, but it's good for casual communication. But for this, it's very, very difficult. So I highly recommend you a tool called as Vidyard. If you can see it there on your screen, this tool, Vidyard. What Vidyard does is it's got a Chrome extension. It simply pops up on your Chrome. It's a pull down option. Simply click, record what you want to talk about that project, circle it in online, and just share that video with your colleague. And it's as simple as that. With that document, the colleague will open the video. I'm going to share a link for you for using Vidyard. Again, why it's made over here is because they are giving it free. For 90 days, you don't have to pay for an unlimited storage. On the go videos, please use this. It's super effective. It will reduce your communication, but it will also help to pass on the right message to you in the right amount of time. So this is a link for Vidyard. It's a Chrome extension. Use Chrome for this, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Great. So I can see that you're already calling it a value session. So thanks for that. Okay. We are at the end of the thing because it's already 7:20. So I'll just go ahead with one more very important tool. And I'll share the link here again, my screen, so that you see this tool. See, when we have distributed employees working at different locations, I don't know why this is, okay. Working at different locations, you tend to have passwords with different people. So let's say your accounts has an Excel password. You have passwords to different bank accounts. Your project manager has a different password for the other tools which you're using or talking. One password is a wonderful tool which will store all your passwords in one place. Okay. And it's a more secured way than any other tool. All these tools, my dear friends, which I'm sharing with you or telling you are ones which we have used, either of three of my companies or me, because I've been doing research for the last almost about a decade every day for my social media marketing workshops and LinkedIn masterclasses, which I conduct. So all these tools are something which are recommended. Okay. And why they have made it to the list today is because they are offered free of cost for the coronavirus pandemic regions. That's the reason I have put this today. So one password.com, I'm going to share the link with you, is again, just hold on, just stop sharing this. Onepassword.com is again free of cost for the next 6 months for you. Use this, it's highly effective. Every time you search for passwords, ask your friends to send it online, it's risky. Just put it out of here. Yes, thanks, Dr. Kazi, for this. Thank you for your good comments. So just put it out of here, and I'm sure that all your passwords will be at one location. Okay, so I think we have covered a bunch of stuff on this. To understand what are the tools, I've also given you the links for same. Someone is asking for the Vidyard link. Okay, I'll just share again the link for Vidyard. This is a link. Okay, great. So I think in the time that I have been allotted, we have covered a bunch of stuff. It's all value-added sessions we wanted to do. Thanks to Prashant. I'll just wind up by sharing just one more thing with you, and just go ahead then. So just hold on for a sec. So while I go ahead, yeah. So friends, we are living in a world, where this character, when I was in my school, I used to collect magazines, so this was one of my favorite character, Phantom. And the problem with Phantom was, whenever he used to come, he used to have a punch on the face, and people used to know that Phantom is here. So the mark was on the face. The issue with that is that today's businesses are acting like phantom. They're talking, my product is good, I'm good, we have good customer support, my cost is good, and all those kinds of stuff. One day, different things will happen. A customer is going to punch you in the face. Today's businesses need to be like a Spider-Man. You need to have a network of connection, network of digital tools, network of people around your employees, all connected at the tip of your fingertips. But most important, you need to have the control over these tools. At the moment you do that, you will be able to use those 3 hours, what the research says we work only out of the 8 hours. Even in those 3 hours, you'll be highly, highly effective. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you, Prashant Jogrekar, MCCI, for inviting me again for this session. And I think I've tried to provide crux of it in the 40 minutes that I had been allotted.
Thanks, Amit. Thanks for sharing a lot of information and a very well-researched PowerPoint presentation as well. And thanks for the links as well.
Yeah.
So I was just looking at the chats during the session. Probably I'll need you to pitch in for some more sessions if required in future as well. So there was one suggestion where somebody has asked whether we can do MS Teams demo kind of thing, like how to use MS Teams demo, or probably compare between certain marketing tools for collaborations, which you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So
see, I think these are good suggestions, but what I feel is this, that a comparative demo, and this is good, but why we have choose these tools today is one is they're secured, most of it to a larger extent, if not 100%.
Right.
But two most important is today these companies are availing you free premium subscriptions. So rather than looking at a demo, why not use it for 90 days? Why not work it out? It's got 250 people you can involve in a. So even tomorrow, Prashant, you can use Microsoft Teams and you can have a webinar for 50 participants, free of cost, a live event for 10,000 people, and 10 GB of space. What more you want? So that would be the best way to do it. That's what I personally feel.
Yes, it's always better to have your own experience.
Yeah, because every requirement, please.
There was another concern about Zoom. I guess that was basically, I saw it on CNN International today morning also. But I guess that is only applicable to mission critical applications and sessions and all.
Yes, it's for education universities.
Yeah. No. The security concerns regarding using Zoom.
Okay.
So I think at this level for such sessions, will it be such a issue? The security.
I don't think so, because we are not sharing anything confidential. So
yeah, because NASA and all, they are into mission critical things. So I guess it's a concern for them.
So for us, for the chamber, there's nothing to worry. These are value-added sessions or free sessions. So I don't think any information is so secretive that we are talking about it. So for us, it doesn't matter here right now at this stage.
Right.
So one person was asking that most of these links are asking for debit or credit card details to fill. So is it safe to do that or not?
No. There would be just one or two links, not most of the links. The links, who is this? Sorry, I didn't get your name.
No, I'm from Amol Joshi from MCCIA.
Amol. Yes, Amol. Amol, thanks for setting this up for us, Amol.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So Amol, see, there is only one link, which might ask one or two of all the links which I've shared, because I've explored all the links.
Okay.
And that is just because they have a policy to safeguard, but your credit or debit card will not be charged. Because these are research links, these are links you can just register and start along. So don't worry about it.
Okay. Thank you,
sir. But see to it that if it's 90 days free, on the 89th day, in case you don't want to continue, just discontinue that.
Yeah, everybody has to take care of that.
Absolutely. Yeah. But these are all very recommended, and every business will need all those tools which I've shared.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so I guess we'll wrap up this session for today. Amit, I'll just catch up with you offline. We'll see whether we can do some more sessions which would be of help to the
are you
in the
able to
industry.
see my screen right now?
No, it's still on the chat, I guess. One sec.
I think I've shared my screen. Okay, so this is where I can be contacted for all those people out of your audiences. So we can just check up on my WhatsApp and Insta, Facebook, where you want to touch base with me, and we can take it forward on that. I'll try to compile everything together again if possible. I cannot commit.
Right.
The time issues, but in the chat window it's already there. So before you exit, for all the users, audiences here, just copy paste the link in your Word or Notepad. And it'll be very, very effective. So I'll just stop my screen sharing. Yeah, tell me, Prashant.
And the recording will also be available. We'll share the link afterwards as soon as I get hold of it. So if somebody has missed out something, they can probably go back and just view it again.
The only disadvantage is they can't click on the link.
Yeah, that's right.
Which we have researched a lot. Yeah.
But
thanks, Srinivas, Praful, Tushar. Yeah.
So, okay, I guess Amol, we can conclude the session. Thanks a lot, Amit, and thank you all for joining for this session. So we'll probably have a few more sessions with Amit if he agrees. So we'll talk about it offline and communicate it to you shortly. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Thank you all. Have a great life. Stay home, stay safe, and take care of yourself.
Yeah, that is important now. Stay home and stay safe.
So it's Prashant. We started at 6:30. It's exactly 7:30. I'm really happy with the time management. Thanks, Amol.
Right.
Thanks, Prashant.
So all credit to Amol and the background team for managing this.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Love you all. Bye.